believe they're biting that bait. A little swim bait. I believe they're biting that bait this morning. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna throw my All-American red man spinnerbait for a few minutes. I got my old buddy Tommy Renfro back here in the back of the boat. Tommy guides down here in East Texas, around the Tyler area, Athens, Texas area, Eustis area.
Yes, sir.
And Tommy's got a unique guide service. So Tommy and I have been fishing together for years and years and years, and he has a unique guide service. He manages several lakes for a lot of people down here, and they allow him to guide on them because he makes their lakes great. I mean, fantastic lakes. He will stock them with tilapia, with shad. He takes out fish, or when they got too many fish in the lake, he watches the health of them all the time. Oh, there's one on a red man spinnerbait. You bet it is. That's a good one. I hadn't seen him yet, but he's big. I'll put my power poles down.
I think that's a pretty good one.
He's in the pads. Oh, yeah. Get padded down here. This red man spinnerbait I got on, don't know if I might be too deep for water. Come here, baby. Oh, what a way to start. Yes, what a way to start. The wind is blowing like crazy. We're gonna try to get out of the wind. That's a great way to start right there. Nice fish, about almost 4 pounds. Beautiful, beautiful bass on a Jimmy Houston red man spinnerbait, a Fish Lucky red man spinnerbait. The sun has not got up yet, but I'm gonna show you this spinnerbait right here because this is a spinnerbait color that we came up with for the Lucky Strikes owner, Toby Keith. And we lost Toby, but this is an All-American spinnerbait. It's sort of a collector's item more than anything else, red, white, and blue. A red, white, and blue red man spinnerbait. You notice something else about this spinnerbait. Of course, we got the short arm, we got the old-fashioned bend in there, got an elongated hook, so short strikes, you catch a lot of fish, you don't need to add a trailer hook. Short arm here, one single Colorado blade. We upgraded the eyes on these. You see this? We changed the head around, just still the same head as the red man spinnerbait. We changed it where we had all inset glass eyes that, you know, sparkle and shine and put up a lot of flash. Makes that bait even better. But that's the honor of my buddy Toby Keith right there. A great American hero, Toby Keith. Took care, you know, sang at more military places all overseas, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, than anybody else. Hundreds and hundreds of concerts. And that's red, white, and blue. That's a Toby Keith spinnerbait right there. Toby, I guess you saw me catch that big fish with that one. Woo! Let's go get them. Oh, they are smoking early in the morning right here. Yeah, I mean, it's early. The sun is just now trying to come up over the mountains, and they are biting. They are biting. I'm gonna get us back around and head us into that wind. We're trying to find places to get out of the wind because it's blowing about 30 miles an hour. We have storms coming in tonight. But when you have storms coming in, even though it might not be a great day to be fishing because of the wind, the fish are biting. That barometric pressure is dropping, the barometer's dropping, and you have an opportunity to catch some really, really nice fish and a lot of fish. Oh no, you got that little swim bait on, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Lucky Swim. A little swim and a jig bait, and they are smoking that thing.
Bluegill are in here spawning, and
that's exactly what it is. Bluegill spawn going on.
Put a bluegill colored swim bait on here, and they are eating this thing.
Those bass are in here feeding on bluegill. They're not feeding on the fry, they're feeding on the bluegill that are actually spawning. There's all sizes, a lot of them are too big for the bass to eat. The bass will try to eat a really big bluegill, especially if it's a really big bass. But they're all sizes of bluegill spawning, not just the big ones.
Yeah.
They are eating that little swim bait up. They're not coming up here and eating this red, white, and blue spinnerbait. This patriotic spinnerbait. I need a patriotic bass. Come up here and salute to this thing. Oh,
I knew he was too big to lift over.
He's too big to lift. There's another 4-pounder, 5-pounder. That's a good way to break a line, a good way to break a rod,
a good way to break a rod,
a good way to lose a fish,
yeah.
A good way to break your heart. Yeah. And I've done it many a times. I keep thinking I'm gonna beat that. Keep thinking I'm gonna beat that 13 pounds I keep thinking it just don't happen. This in here might not beat it, but I'm gonna have to wait another 5, 6, 7, 8 years before he gets there. Thank you. You are smoking them on that little swim bait. I mean, smoking them. Just keep it up. I'm gonna show you one here in a minute, Tommy, that is a very patriotic bass. It's gonna be huge. Huge.
I have faith in you. You and that spinnerbait. One thing about Jimmy, if they will hit a spinnerbait, that's what's gonna be anything.
That's about terrible, isn't it? That's terrible. I just can't help myself. You got him, Tommy?
Yes, sir.
Big one?
Pretty good one.
I see a lot. That's a pretty big fish, yeah. I see a lot of whites coming in there.
Yeah.
Good one. Real good one. Boy, I'm telling you what. I've got a swim bait laying here and I fixed up. I never did tie it on. I fixed it and never tied it on a rod. I might ought to think about tying it on. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
I might ought to be throwing a white spinner bait instead of this red, white, and blue. I just kind of like that red, white, and blue. It's awful pretty.
Another good fish.
Oh, that's a great fish, man. They are eating that puppy, eating that puppy.
You can tell those fish hadn't been caught or anything.
You got that on, you got that little swim bait on a jig head, just a regular hair jig too, don't you? Here's one.
Yeah.
I found one on my spinner bait, a little smaller than what Tommy's been catching. He sure got that red, white, and blue spinner bait hanging in his mouth though. We got them going right here. You caught my size, Tommy.
I did.
you got to throw him back. That's my size. Oh, I got one. I might have got your size. We need to pull down right here. We've had 2 or 3 fish right here. A little bit bigger. I'm gonna pull up a little bit, Tommy, and just pull down right here in this little cove, little pocket we're in. Pull down, we can work this over. There's a wad of fish right here. Tommy's got another one on too. That's a good one right there. That's the best one I've caught this morning. No, I caught one bigger than that, didn't I? That's a pretty rascal though. Tommy's got one the same size on. Found a hole. The honey hole.
They are loaded in here.
There's one on a lucky beaver. Put a little plastic on. That's a nice one too. Woo-hoo. Did you see him jump 3 foot in the air? He jumped 3 foot in the air. Pick up that plastic. Instead of when the sun come out, that's Tommy's size fish there.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Oh. Jimmy's getting in the game with Tommy size fish. How about that? A Renfro racket right there. Don't fall out of the boat. Do not fall out of the boat. That hook has got him fastened up big time. Golly. Must be hooked in a bone or something. Just hooked right there. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's about half of what Tommy's been catching. Next time I'm here, she'll bite my bait. She'll remember me. Big one?
No, one. I had a good one on and it come off and another one come and got it.
It's a pretty good one right there. I'm gonna drop my spinnerbait down a little bit on that outside edge and see what happens.
Fat, isn't it?
I've been fishing up shallow. I've had several nice hits on it, but they're like not selling out on it.
Yeah.
They're biting it, but not really selling out.
Well, they're eating this thing. That one had it
They
all the way
are.
down in its gullet.
They are going crazy on that swim jig. Big one?
No.
I got one. See how big mine is. Oh, that's about like yours.
Doubles.
I think yours is bigger than mine.
Lots of doubles the past 2 days, haven't we?
They were biting that plastic a little bit better than they were that spinner plug. Yeah. You know, it might be color. You know, it's red, white, and blue is not exactly a world famous spinnerbait color. Yeah. That bait is more of a collector's item, you know, people in memory of Toby Keith, than it is to catch fish. But I just never had fished it. I want to see if it'd catch them, and we caught a few on it. Look how pretty that guy is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That came off that pad, and that fish got that thing. Just a little one. I pulled it off that pad. I thought it hit another pad. After I went to pull it, it started swimming sideways. I think I might all jerk on that. He caught himself. I didn't have to. Get out of the way of your fish. How big's that critter, Tommy?
I don't know.
He's acting pretty stout.
You know, they fight pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Come on, big head. Oh, yes. Yes.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one. He was right on that edge.
Look
wasn't
how
he?
he ate, how they're eating this thing.
Oh, golly. I mean, way down. Way down.
Yeah. I mean, he ate that thing.
That boy just waiting there for us to move off that dam.
Yeah.
Why he stopped down here.
Uh-huh. That's a good one.
That is a real good one. Pretty close, getting up close to that 5-pound mark.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for you to catch one I can put on this new
That's
Bubba
what
scale.
I want to try, them Bubba scales out.
Yeah.
We got to try those Bubba scales out.
Well, they hit this thing hard when they hit it. Not very big.
I got one on a worm. Mine's a little one. Mine might be a crappie. We wondered about those being crappie.
Is that a crappie?
Might be. It's a crappie. We wondered about that tree being full of fish. Might be a crappie.
Yeah.
That is a crappie. Look at him blowing that wind. The wind has picked up. It was blowing bad all day, but it really picked up. But I had a big bass there a minute ago. Look at the size of that nice crappie. There's a tree right here in front of me. The tree right here in front of me that got a lot of fish in it. It's got both crappie and bass in it, I believe.
You seen them pliers anywhere? Oh, right below my feet. Well, that's good. I know where to bring my buddy. He's been wanting to catch some crappie.
You know what tree to come and look for.
Yeah.
That tree's definitely got them in it. Pretty hard fishing right here. Throw right in that wind, just let it get down on the bottom, let it crawl around down there. That was a nice bass I hooked a minute ago and lost it. Right when you were fighting that one on that crankbait.
With those crappie right here, I bet there's a giant right in here. I keep wanting to put on a Texas rig to get down there with you, but every time I throw this crankbait out here, one jumps on it.
I know. We caught some of our fish today on American Original Deep Smoothie, a Lucky Strike Deep Smoothie. And one of the things that happens a lot when you're crankbait fishing is these little hooks, you got 2 sets of hooks on here. These little hooks, they get tangled up on the end of your rod. They get tangled up on the end of your rod. And when you pick a rod up, a lot of times your bait is tangled up on the end of the rod. It's wrapped around the end of your rod like that. It's hanging on your rod. And so people, usually I'm with folks, I see them and they got like that. And what they'll do, what they'll do is they'll start shaking their rod. They'll start shaking that off there. Generally, that makes that worse. Here's the easiest way anytime, and a lot of times just when you're fishing out there and you bring it in, get ready to throw it again, your hooks get wrapped in the end of your rod. Don't shake it, don't shake it. Here's the thing to do right here. It's kind of like opening a bottle of ketchup. If you want to open a bottle of ketchup, you take your hand right here and hit it on the ketchup bottle just like that. When you do it, look at there, jumped right off. See that? Jumped right off. Every single time. So don't shake it. It's like getting ketchup out of a bottle. Anytime I got her hooked on the end of my rod right there, in on the end of the line. Right here, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna come over here, just do like that. One more time, Lord, please, just one more time. There you go. Right there, it comes right off there every time. Now, I know I'm taking that out of the picture. I don't wanna walk out of the boat, but I'll just show y'all that there's no trick to this. There's no trick photography. This is all shot live right there. All right, you're gonna take it, just hit your rod tip right here, and it's gonna jump off there every single time. Lord, give me one more, looky there. Every single time it works. So when the bait gets hooked on the end of your rod, crankbait, boom, 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 right here, you're gonna be unhooked, back to action. Over the course of a day, if it gets hung up a few times and you do that, you're gonna get in a few extra casts. That extra cast might be your personal best.